CA, can you hear me? Wave if you can hear me now. Well, I loaded it.
For the evening. This is Craig C.A. Alexander, the architect of Piince Day Houston. And I'd like to welcome you to Purple Music TV for this special program. Tonight, we will be celebrating the 5th anniversary of Prince Rogers Nelson's transfer of life. And we want to make sure we do that in proper respect and proper fashion. So I hope you have your favorite beverage ready. You're ready to be entertained. We're going to take you for an emotional pump this evening. We got live music, we got live art, we got live interviews with our brother JEROME Benton. Excuse me, I already had too many of these. And not to mention, I'm coming to you live from Copenhagen, where it's currently 2 a.m. So the sacrifice is real as it pertains to purple music. We're going to get to the music, but I want to pay a couple of bills. Shout out to RNS Global for being the chief sponsor for Sometimes It Snows in April. That's RNS Global. Shout out to those fine folks, which would be myself and my business associate, Brother Greg Whitty. We are bringing this program to you live from Copenhagen. And without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and get into the first music set and kick it to my man, Peter V. Take it away.
Thank you, Craig. And welcome, H-Town, USA, Copenhagen, and the entire world. Let's get at it.
See, that's the problem. The volume is
soon after a long folk civil war. Just after I'd wiped away his last tear. Guess he's better off than he was before. A whole lot better off than the fools he left. I used to cry for Tracy 'cause I wanted to see him again. But sometimes life ain't always the way. Sometimes it snows in April. Sometimes I feel so bad, so bad. Sometimes I wish that life was never ending. All good things they say never last. If you're looking for a man that will walk away from responsibility, I ain't the one. I ain't the one. I ain't the one. I ain't the one. If you're looking for the brother that'll treat you like anything but a queen, ooh, dig it. What's the matter with your life? It's the poverty bringing you down. Is the mailman jerking you round? Did you put your $1,000,000 check in someone else's box? Tell me, what's the matter with your world? Was it a boy when you wanted a girl? Don't you know straight hair ain't got no curl? Life it ain't real funky unless it's got that pop. Dig it, pop life. Everybody needs a thrill. Pop life. We all got a space to fill. Pop life. Everybody can't be on top. Life it ain't real funky unless it's got that pop. Dig it. I saw your friend first. That's who I danced with. All the time I was watching you. The music rocked us. Our eyes locked us, making us see a trippy picture shoot. Oh, if a man is considered guilty for what goes on in his mind, then give me the electric chair for all my future crimes. Oh. You whispered something, it took my mind out like a G major with the E in the bass. Your face looked so good, I wanted to touch your mouth. My brain is jacking all over the place. Oh, a man is considered guilty for what goes on in his mind, and give me the electric chair for all my future crimes. Guilty, yeah. Guilty, yeah. Guilty, 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 yeah. All my future crimes. Blanche, could I have this dance? Blanche, Blanche, such a sexy wench. Blanche, on the men trip at the sight of your slip, way it drip over your hips. Blanche, you got to give me a chance.
don't like it. Boo.
Clap your hands, come on. Yeah. Lady, cab driver. Hey, hey, hey. I said, lady, cab driver. Hey, hey, hey. Brown Mark, hit it. Don't you wanna make love? Come on, girl, let's go. baby. I wanna make you shout. 'Cause that's what making love to Prince is all about. You say, lady, ass drop. Body, hey, 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 hey. I can hear you singing, lady. Ass drop. Everybody, hey, 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 hey.
That's all I know. You're just old and you're fat. You know it, dude, don't you? You know it. You're just fat and old. Hit me. Yes. Yes. That's right, yes. Johnny, Johnny. Don't you wish you could get on TV? On the one. Johnny, Johnny.
Yeah, what up, what up? Give it up for Peter V once again, man. That's my guy right there. Way to hold me down, Peter V. Like I said, I'm coming to you live from Copenhagen. If you don't believe me, just read what my sweatshirts say. We be shaking in Copenhagen. So part of my time in Copenhagen, I've been able to meet up with several of my Purple brothers and sisters, specifically my man Kenneth that you can see on screen with me now. We did a bit of research and we went back to find all the Piince landmarks in Copenhagen. Venues that he played when he was on tour, hotels he stayed in, restaurants, etc. So I want to bring my man Kenneth on the mic. Introduce yourself, Kenneth. Tell the Purple people what's up, man.
Hello, people, and good evening in the US. It's in the middle of the night here for Craig and myself. It's almost 2:30 in the night, so we are grooving a little bit here. But yeah, I'm Kenneth Renneberg. I'm a part of the Danish Piince fan community, and I've been a fan since 1983, so a while. So we are the old fat men in the club, but that's how it is. Yeah.
Right. Well, like I say, we did some research, did some backtracking.
Yeah.
Went out and about in Copenhagen to bring y'all a special presentation right now. So without further ado, roll the tape, Brother Roger, and we'll get right into it.
So.
Yeah, so as y'all can see on screen, this is a list of all the places that Piince played from starting in '86 all the way to 2011. So we're going to take you on a bit of a journey and hit the majority of those venues. That's me catching the train, making a move, and then Kenneth is going to start speaking specifically about the venues.
Yeah, it's Valbyhallen in Copenhagen. I started in Copenhagen. It's we were 4,200 people in there, standing on chairs and roaring for Piince and JEROME and the rest of the band when he was playing. First time in a tour in Europe and in the world. And then in 1988, he went to Love Sexy Tour in Idrætsparken. And one of the funny things there was that in the middle, he got so pissed off the photographs that he called the band and said, "Photo session." And then they turned all the light on the photographs so they couldn't see Piince. And then Piince started taking pictures of them. It's rebuilt now. But then he in '90 went to Gentofte, as we can see here, and it's a great stadium, and it was for the new tour. And there was 15,000 people there listening to The Future and all the other great tunes from the new tour. The set was a little bit short. People were a little bit like, oh, it's only playing 90 minutes because they were used to seeing him perform longer on the Purple Rain tour, obviously. And then he was back in 1998 to Valbyhallen with Chaka Khan and Larry Graham. On the New Power tour, New Power Soul tour, and it was a great tour. In 2002, he went to Falconer, as you can see here, and this is where he did the sound check that you probably heard on C Notes, where both Copenhagen and Empty Room actually was recorded in for the sound check. It was a great sound check, and he had time to speak to us and get some tea and all the stuff that he normally do for sound checks. Sat beside us and behind us, and we're talking in his mic. It was a great venue, and yeah, it's a great band. And then he obviously went to Forum, where he played with the new band he had. One of the bassist was Ida Nielsen. She's a Danish person, so he had a special welcome for her and had the crowd shout for Ida a lot of times during that concert. And then what happened in the evening was a little bit more. He went actually. Oh, we're sorry. we're taking the tour first. He's going to.
Yeah.
He went to Tirana, where he had the NPG Art and Music Festival, and that was a great performance out there for 2 whole days with a lot of bands. And this picture is actually taken when he was a little bit overwhelmed with the public there. He started actually to cry a little bit. And then he went to play a couple of concerts and in Amager Bio, as you can see Craig here, he's showing. It was some great concerts with small crowd. One of the evenings I think there was only 400 people, and the other evening it was fully packed with 800. The first night it was only 400 because actually it was only announced as the NPG, and people, they didn't buy tickets. They thought that he was not going to play there because it is a small venue, and nobody believed that Piince was going to play, but obviously he did. He always surprised us that way. And this is actually a hotel in the middle of Copenhagen where all the famous fans, they stay, famous artists, they stay. And Piince has stayed there many times. He liked the hotel. As you know, he was a vegetarian at some point, so he didn't really like the food there. So he ordered food from this nice restaurant. This is a Michelin star restaurant. And they actually brought the food on a silver plate from there over to the hotel. It's like 400 meters, and they gave him food every night that he was there. And he was very pleased with it and wrote them a thank you note as well. And that brings us up to today, where we had an event.
Yes. We had the Sometime It Snows in April Copenhagen version, Copenhagen style. And we had a nice little gathering of Purple brothers and sisters, and we celebrated Piince several hours ago, and had food and drinks and good music and good conversation. And as you can see, the group there, we made the most of the cool weather with some nice beverages and some great music, right, Ken?
And did some photo sessions.
Yes. So again, we just wanted to give you a little taste of Piince in Denmark and how he made his mark here, how he sought artists from here. He obviously was very respectful of this area. Miss Ida Nelson, again, was one of the musicians from this area that was a part of his band. So we had to make sure we represented the Piince community in Denmark, since we're here now in Copenhagen by way of H-Town. So if you don't mind, give a round of applause for my brother Kenneth for joining me and assisting me with this journey and being available at the wee hours of the morning to be a part of this production. So much love,
always
brother.
for you.
Appreciate it.
Always for you. Not a problem.
Appreciate it, brother. So like I said before, the show is dedicated to one of our Purple brothers, Mr. Arlington Sarai, who's a big fan, a big supporter of Piince Day Houston. We'll get into that a little bit deeper. But I want to encourage everyone that if you like what you see and like what you hear from the artists, please make the donations so that we can support local artists, support local venues, and support these Piince-related charities. Yes, We Code, PRN alumni, and also the Houston-based foundation that we're celebrating in honor of our brother Arlington Sarai. So the Cash App and the PayPal will be shown on the screen. I hope you will find it in your heart to make a donation so that we continue this cause and continue to do great work in the name of Piince. So R&R Studios is our platform for programming, and RNS Global is our chief sponsor. And without further ado, I think we might be up for some live music now. What you say? Can you ready to hear some live music? Let's kick it to the man.
Tracy's parade. The show up to see unless it should rain. Strawberry lemonade. Hopefully that will not occur. Man above has been paid. Give what you can, all you can stand. All of your life will be made. Tracy's piano, the chord strikes, the devil don't like, runs to his evil calm. Everyone come behold Christopher Tracy's parade. Goodness inside us, loving will guide us. Christopher Tracy's parade. Christopher Tracy's parade. Hey, how y'all doing out there? We're here to have a good time, people. Hope you're enjoying the first song. There's so much more to come. So much more to come. Yeah, I'm just grateful to be a part of this show, to show some respect to Piince. Piince have done so much for me, and I've never met him before. With upping my artistry, professionalism, and learning different things about music is just amazing. We're going to go into the second song. I got some more stories to share with y'all about Piince. We've been together for too long. We've got to make it better. Before we go wrong, we got to try a new, something that'll make it alright. New position, let's go fishing in the river of life. Honey, we can't let without a shot of new spunk. Honey, forget your past. You got to try my new funk. Got to try my new position. Something that'll make it alright. New position. Let's go fishing in the river of life. Do you
how you say, I wonder you, I wonder you. I dream of you for all the time, for all the time. Though you are far, I wonder you, you're on my mind. How you say, I wonder you, I wonder you. How you say, I wonder you, I wonder you.
Y'all give it up for Candace and Crystal. That's Candace, and that's Crystal. How can I stand to stay where I am? Poor butterfly who don't understand. Why can't I fly away in a special sky? If I don't find my very soon, I'll die in your arms under the cherry. I want to live life to the ultimate high. Maybe I'll die young like heroes die. Maybe I'll kiss you some wild special way. If nobody kills me or thrills me so, I'll die in your arms under the cherry moon. Y'all let James hear it. Play, James. Lovers like us, dear, are born to die. If nobody finds us, what will we do? I guess we'll make love under the cherry moon. Ooh, I'll die in your arms under a cherry moon. I hope y'all cool with that. All right, Prince. Yes, and boys. Hey. Only knew for a little while, but he had grown accustomed to her style. She had the cutest ass he'd ever seen. He did too, they were meant to be. They loved to kiss on the steps of Versailles. It looked like rain, mama burst
love you so much. Maybe we can stay in touch. Meet me in another world, space and joy. We're such a better mama, girls and boys.
A little while, but he had grown accustomed to her style. He tried so hard not to go insane. Birds do fly, looks like rain. You said,
I love you, baby. I love you so much. Maybe we could stay in touch. Meet me in another world,
space and joy. We're such a better mama, girls and boys. Life is precious, baby, love is so rare. I can take a break up if you say that you care. He had to run away, his pride was too strong. It started raining, baby, the birds were gone.
I love you, baby. I love you so much.
Maybe,
Maybe we can stay in touch.
maybe in
Meet
another
me in
world.
another world, space and joy.
You such
Such a better mama, girls and boys.
I want you, baby. I want you so much. I want you, baby. Maybe we can play today. You such a best, girls and boys. I want you, baby. I want you so much. Maybe we can stay in touch. Another world, space, lips, face. Happiness in its up form. It's a feeling that I get. You're warm. Happens when I do what we do. Happiness, mama, is being with you, good Lord. Meet me somewhere after dark.
I love you, baby. I love you so much. Maybe we can stay in touch. Meet me in another world, space and joy. We're such a better mama, girls and boys.
So I saw you dancing from across the room, and honey, you danced so hard. I smelled your perfume, and the look on your lips said it. We can talk some more on the dance floor, baby. Feel the words we're saying, feel the sex I'm laying. That is what I wanna be with you tonight. We're such a better mama, girls and boys. 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 Last time, girls and boys. Hey, y'all. That's Girls and Boys by Piince, man. Man, we in here trying to jam, man. We hoping we lifting up your spirits, you know. I know the world is in a crazy place right now, but you know, the only way we're going to get through this is loving one another. So, Piince, we're all together because of Piince. Thank you so much, Piince. Respect to your legacy. A joy in my heart, 'cause I know that I love you so. Scrambled eggs are so boring, for you're all that I wanna know. Kisses never lie, when delivered with milk from your lips. Morning glory never cry, my love for you, baby, drips. So nice, so nice. Y'all give it up for the band. Come on. So nice. Life could be so nice. It's a wonderful world, paradise. Kiss me once, kiss me twice. Life could be so nice, so nice. I hope y'all enjoying the show. I really hope you are. Hope it's bringing some smiles to your faces. If you hear the song, maybe bring back some good memories. I hope we're giving you some good energy right now, seriously. Because that's the whole point. Well, speaking of that, I would like to introduce my new single to you guys. It's Cold Blue. Go check it out. Follow me on all social media platforms, and the video has been released on YouTube as well. So enjoy it. Felt like I died when you walked out the door. The thought of you leaving, my heart stopped beating. Know what I did hurts to the core. Would you forgive me? Can you find a reason? I should have cherished you more. Never appreciated things you do. I should have said this before. I hope it's not too late, too late, too late. I dream you came back to me. That's when my heart started booming. When you kiss my lips and you breathe the breath of life into me. I dream you came back to me. That's when my heart started booming. When you kiss my lips and you breathe the breath of life into my heart with no you. It's cold blue. Nobody can bring me back. Yeah, yeah, with no you. It's cold blue. Nobody can bring me back. But you. It's like you put a plug on I love. I'll admit it. At first I didn't get it. Till you said we were finished. Whenever you stay away, parts of me decay. About a minute, just a shell of myself, not an ounce of soul in me. I should have cherished you more. I never appreciated things you do. I should have said this before. Yeah, I hope it's not too late. You came back to me. That's when my heart started booming. When you kiss my lips and you breathe the breath of life into me. I dream you came back to me. That's when my heart started booming. When you kiss my lips and you breathe the breath of life into my heart with no you. It's cold blue. Nobody can bring me back. Never appreciated things you do. I should have said this before. I hope it's not too late, too late, too late.
Yeah, original.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all give it up one more time for H-Town's finest, man. Big shout out to my man Martell. Big shout out to my man Marvan. Good big shout out to my homegirls Candace and Crystal and the rest of the fellas, man. H-Town's finest is in the building. This is how we funk in H-Town. If y'all know the song, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know where I'm coming from. If you're paying attention, you see joining me on the screen right now is my big brother and friend, one of the greatest influences in this whole purple army, if you will, from my perspective. I'd like to go ahead and introduce to some and announce to others, Brother Jerome Benton from The Time, Brother Jerome Benton from Purple Rain, Brother Jerome Benton from Under the Cherry Moon, Brother Jerome Benton from Graffiti Bridge. What's up, bro?
What it do? What it do? What's up, H-Town? Y'all sounding good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's such an honor and a pleasure to have you here. I know we've communicated back and forth over the years, and I'm glad that we were able to kind of come full circle and have you be a part of our show on such a special day, special occasion. And I want to get right into the questions so the people can hear what they came to hear. So starting out, let's talk about growing up in Minneapolis with your brother, Terry Lewis, of course. What age did you all get into music and feel like that music was going to take you places?
Well, growing up in Minneapolis with my family, I'm one of 5 kids. I'm in the middle, 2 girls, 2 boys, older brother, Terry, myself, and my 2 younger sisters. We're from Omaha, Nebraska, and we ended up migrating to Minnesota and landing in St. Paul at first. My father worked for the packing house back in the 60s, and that was short-lived, and he continued to work for him, but we bought a home in North Minneapolis and resided there. Music in my household was, it was just it was like a dish soap on the sink.
Okay.
It was something that took place. My father had some brothers that were in the blues with Stax Records and played with Muddy Waters. His name was Buster Benton. You can look some of his stuff up online.
All right.
He was also known as the one-legged blues man because that sugar got him. But he still, it didn't stop him from hacking at that guitar.
Gotcha.
Around the household, my mother had gatherings with my father. You know, they were bowlers, they were fishermen, and they would come home and clean the fish and have fish fries, and they would turn on the music. And
Right.
they had all kinds of just cool music, Bobby Womack and things that went all the way back, Dramatics, all that stuff way back. And just being part of that culture, you know, you gravitate to that music. It's not force fed, but it becomes part of who you are. You know, you learn, you hear the lyrics, you learn the lyrics, you sing the lyrics. After that, you know, as we got older, music being taken in school, mandatory to take music in school.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't that big into music and learning the instrumentation of it, but I did, I took saxophone and of course choir. Terry took another route into it, and my older brother also sung in a choir too, and a choir that was called Sounds of Blackness in the very beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
I still don't know what my sisters did, but they're not musically inclined. Mama walk around, you know, singing and doing all those things. So along the way, North Minneapolis, Willard High, Harrison, Lincoln High, school where, you know, Piince and Andre and a lot of the band members went to school. We ended up at North High and high school. Jelly Bean Johnson went to another school that was due to, I think, busing, called Marshall U. but lived in the community. In our community, there was just a love for music through all the youth. You know, Sonny Thompson that played with Prince, the Barbers, Andre Simone. You know, right there in the neighborhood. I mean, we were within walking blocks to each other's homes, and as the band started forming, you know, the different groups of people formed their own bands. Andre Prince Morris was in a group, Terry, Jelly Bean, and a young man by the name of David Island, who's a phenomenal musician. And you should be hearing some stuff from him pretty soon through Flight Time Records.
Okay.
They formed the band as youngsters, and that was called Flight Time. And I'm zipping through this because I know we don't have a whole bunch of time. They formed a band and they performed. You know, they performed at park board gatherings. They performed at outdoor concerts, like there was Battle of the Bands. There were proms that they played at. You know, there were events downtown that they played at, and not being a musician, but I had my group of friends that we would attend all these events and just hanging out, you know, proud to know my brothers up there breaking them strings.
Yeah. Right.
Things got going from there. Graham Central, the Family, Jimmy Jam was in a group on the other side of town, Enterprise Band of Pleasure, and Eminem Hustlers, and they were pretty big too. We had horns. We had a lead singer who was Miss Black Minnesota quite a few years in a row. Who ended up becoming Lips, Funky Town. I want to take you to Funky Town. She sung in that.
Funky Town. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And it just the momentum just it started and it didn't stop. It didn't stop until, you know, until things happened. You know, Prince he initiated a lot of it, you know, with coming back and pulling people into his ideology of what he wanted to do as entertainment.
Okay, well, along that line, I was going to get into, so when did your role start to increase in the whole entertainment aspect of the bands? When did you go from admiring your brother on stage to joining on stage? It's kind of two-part. And at what point did the whole mirror become a thing as part of your character?
My participation with the band started probably when I was about 15, and I was hanging out at the nightclubs with Terry and those guys while they were performing. Me and a couple of my friends, some of my best friends still, Roy Curtis, Piince, we would move equipment for them, and we would plug all the stuff up, and we would sell items for people to enjoy the evening with.
I know what you mean.
And I also was in charge of watching the door and keeping an eye on the money as well. Well, you know, Morris, Prince, and Andre would show up, and I would usher them in without a door fee. We became friends. They were a little older than me, but I was just a quiet kid. I was given a task, and that's what I did. I tasked it out, and I ended up going away to school for a couple of years, and Terry and everybody else still pursued, and things were transforming into the big Minneapolis sound. Prince had went off and did Soft and Wet and everything. So I finished my time at school, and I came home and I was working, and Terry, Flight Time was offered their deal as to become who they became, which was the time. When they were offered the job, Terry mentioned to Piince that he should hire me to help them before they went into rehearsals.
Okay.
Piince agreed with it. He gave me the job. He gave me the opportunity. So I came in and I started, I took full reins of providing, the roadie work for them, making sure that they had everything when it came to showtime, or making sure the rehearsals were on time, making sure that they ate, make sure they had water. I just became a valet. And things just started changing from there. The band got to a place through rehearsing that Piince was ready for them to showcase to the management company.
Okay.
During rehearsals, the rehearsals were drawn out. They were 18 hours a day sometime on one song. But the band was off. Piince knew what he was doing. These guys were so tight that they could stop a song and say, same place, stop right where they finished.
Right.
And I would stand on the side and dance and do little dance steps and stuff. And myself and my friend Magoo became a big production manager for like Beyonce, Janet Jackson, and still doing a lot of big stuff. Well, we would do these little quirky little dance steps, and I started doing that stuff on the side of the stage. But along the same time, there's a phrase there's a line in the song that says, "Somebody bring me a mirror." And in this particular club called the Yasms, there's a bunch of mirrors around the club. And I grabbed one of the mirrors off the wall and timed it and brought it up to Morris.
Wow.
Morris turned when I had the mirror.
Wow.
And Piince was watching it, and Morris just primped in it. And we hadn't rehearsed it at all.
None of that. Wow.
No rehearsal whatsoever. Piince jumped up, screamed, and his laid on the floor and rolling around. He said, do it again. So we did that for a couple of hours and got the time down. And we were ready to do a showcase. We did that for the showcase. And the management team of Cavallo, Ruffalo, and Fernoli were blown away. And at that point, I became the mirror man.
Gotcha.
Slowly started adding choreography to the show and bringing just a little more spice to everything that you see on stage.
And being the smooth guy you are, you just kind of went smoothly right into what my next question was, which was, how much of a role did Piince play in those dance routines and contribute to those the choreography of those things, and who took the longest, in your opinion, to learn all those dance moves y'all perfected?
Well, Piince's role with who we are was significant, and he knew when to step in and he knew when to pull back. As far as the choreography, he left that to us. He knew when we needed to tighten up, but he would never augment anything.
Gotcha.
There was so much creativity in the six guys that if I had an idea, there was a tweak here and a tweak there by everybody's comfort zone to be able to do it. And that helped it become just the unique, uniformed, military, pimp A stuff.
That's right. Well, so if we fast forward a bit and talk about those serious dance moves that I know I grew up trying to master, who came up with the bird?
It's funny. The bird was derived from just there's an element on the first tour where all the band members would be on stage, and there's a big loud introduction, and then somewhere in the middle of the show the band would be playing, and Morris, Jimmy Jam, and Terry and Jesse would be at the front of the stage, and they'd just be standing there, just moving around, and Morris be clowning. He just started doing like this. So that went from this to this.
To this. Okay.
Which is the pterodactyl from the Flintstones.
The pterodactyl. Okay, now we know the real story. The pterodactyl from the Flintstones. Y'all heard. If you didn't know, you know now, and you heard it on Prince Day. Houston presents Sometimes It Snows in April with Brother JB. That's awesome to know, and it goes along with the whole, secret sauce that y'all seem like y'all had. So if there was one thing that you would say was the secret sauce, what would you attribute it to?
A man having a good time with a woman. The secret sauce is experience. It ain't talked about.
It ain't talked about. Oh Lord, chili sauce. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Watch out, the Craig don't fall out.
Watch out. I'm gonna fall out, man. I'm gonna fall out. You got to come and save me in Copenhagen, bro. You got to come get me. You got to come get me. Okay. So we're gonna keep it moving because this is interesting stuff, and we're gonna get through this. We know we're on a timetable, but this is the part of the show I know a lot of people was looking forward to. So let's move forward to what was your initial impression when you got wind about the formation of the Purple Rain script and it was turned into a movie, the aspects of it? How did that come to you and your role in the movie?
Purple Rain was introduced to us as a group and possible cast members by Piince. He would pull you to the side and say, we're going to do a movie. Then he started putting us in dance classes. Okay. And we're doing dance classes, and this is new to us. We had been introduced to videos and stuff, and the definition of us doing a movie wasn't really given to us. Oh, okay. It was just, we're going to do a movie. So I'm like, oh, movie. That's a little more intense than just a video, but we can handle that. That could be pretty good. Okay. And Albert Magnoli came in town and was writing the script. He had a script to go by, and he would have meetings with myself and Morris, and I guess some of the other cast members. And he pulled us into the hotel room and it's like, here, explain what the movie's going to be about. And he sat us there and he said, so let's say, Morris, you would say this to Jerome. What would you say to him, Jerome? So Morris, what would you say to Jerome? Jerome, what would you say to him? So we went through a little bit of that, and this is not to take anything away from Magnoli, because he craftily put it all together to make it work. Right. Of course, Piince added his knowledge to it. Yeah. And our flavor is very unique to a bunch of people. And everybody just can't write for myself, Morris, and Piince. So when we work together as a collective, it becomes a very special thing. We started the first day of shooting, and we did the what scene? The password scene.
The password is what?
And we rehearsed it with Dawn Renee and Craig Rice, me, myself, and Morse. We rehearsed it for maybe about an hour. And we got on set. We got through the first one. They said, good, one more time. We did that. Good, great. Next set. Next setup. And we're watching Piince. So we only got 2 takes.
Mm.
I believe 2 takes. And we're watching Prince and take 2, take 9, take 13. But that's not to take anything away from him, because when you watch him on screen and he's got these looks when he's
Mm-hmm.
all of that is perfect. And I couldn't direct that and get that out of him.
Right.
Prince knew what he wanted. And, you know, he reviewed his takes and he finally ended up getting what he wanted. And, you know, the crazy thing is that Apollonia came in as a seasoned actor.
Mm-hmm.
She came in and heard it. And everybody else other than her, well, Clarence Williams and Olga, they were Hollywood established.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, right.
But you know, the Apollonia 6 girl, Brenda and Susan and Jill. Jill was a little more familiar with the Hollywood way, and she was pretty seasoned at what she did as well. But everybody else, all we did was video.
That's right. So I want to put a little pin in the whole. So the what's the password was written in the script, or were y'all given, like, you know, was that freestyle, ad-libbing? Like, what was that? How did that form? Like, was that presented and then y'all just matched? It was actually written. Okay.
That was written. And it's crazy too, because while doing it, the fanfare of everything that's going on, I didn't know what the password was. I was just delivering lines.
You were delivering lines, right.
I think I found out what the password was on Easter this year. Gotcha. Well, we know you along
went
with
on
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. I see. Yes, sir. I know you went on from that to do other things, and one of my favorites that you worked on was the project with the family. And this was a question that I had for Big Brother Jellybean on the last episode of Prince Day Houston Presents, was the song Screams of Passion. Anybody who's familiar with the song and the video, we all wait for the little part so we can do the little dip down. Jellybean said, I need to talk to you to find out how that came about. So I want to hear from you, because I can't hear that song. I don't care what I'm doing. I can be in church and come on, I'm gonna do the little dip. You know what I'm saying? So tell me about the dip part, and is it a name to that dance?
Well, Craig, you need to talk to me when you want to find that out.
That's why we got you here, brother. That's why you here today.
No. Screams of Passion. The element of Under the Cherry Moon started surfacing.
Okay.
And we were running around the country. And my past, along with Damon Dixon and Tony Mosley, we were all young men dancing in the park. And there were a lot of popular dances around. And it was that. And that's where that comes from. Prince said, we need some choreography, Jerome. Hook us up. So I'm listening to the music. It's time to do it. What you got? And we're doing it. He said, you're going to be a director of an orchestra on the beach. So I'm out there.
It is. Yes.
And at that time, the snake was big. That's what it's called, right?
The snake, right?
Snake. And you know, I do that, but there wasn't a girl in front of me. So I was basically making love to the audience.
Right on, right on.
And that's what that came
And
from.
and the way you did it so uniquely was you did the snake, but you did it to the beat of the song, so it made it seem like you was more doing it more as a movement. Not the snake was more of a smooth kind of
Right.
flowing like the snake move, but y'all did it like a tick, 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 and you came back up. So that's why I thought it was a little different, but it makes sense now because the snake was a popular dance during that time, you know.
And you know, to give my man credit, all that creativity and that space that he gave me to do those things, he edited together and made me look like a genius.
Gotcha.
So I have to continuously give him the praise and the credit for creating the platform for it.
Right. And platform. See, man, you own it, man. You like saying all the key words. It's like going right next to where I was going. So the next platform that you guys were on that I know I paid attention to, and others may say the same, it's my favorite, was Under the Cherry Moon, because I think that movie showed y'all in more of a upbeat, everyday light. Purple Rain had its seriousness to it and had a more of a serious undertone. Under the Cherry Moon was lighthearted and fun, and to me, it was what I thought y'all would be like if I was hanging with y'all on a regular, like for real. So, what was the role tricky written for you? Did you have to audition for it? How did that come about?
I think I auditioned when I took the mirror off the wall and put it in front of Morris. I think
right
that
on,
was
right on.
I believe there was a moment there, and Piince accepted me as a creative.
Okay.
And he nurtured me all the way until, you know, he left this earth to do his next deed. But what happens is he had me traveling with him a lot at that time. You know, the clubs around the country were crazy. We were down in Miami, South Beach, hanging out with the cast of Miami Vice, you know, and here Don Johnson and Tubbs, they're, you know, they're the biggest thing on TV, and Olivia Brown and the little Latin lady. And I'm over in the corner like this, looking at them, and they're over there watching us, trying to get into our VIP.
Wow.
And we would come in the back door and come in the front door and leave out the back. We were at the Limelight. We were at the church in New York, Studio 54, walking in and sitting in roped areas, not allowing, I'm not gonna say the big names, but they weren't allowed to come in. I'm like, man, let them folks in here. I want to see them.
Right.
It was teaching me it was giving me a confidence that you're just as big as them at this point. So let's roll. Around the same time of the video, Screams of Passion, we were doing things, and Piince was putting together Under the Cherry Moon. And he had me watch a bunch of movies. He's watched Some Like It Hot, some, watched a bunch of old gangster movies, from the 60s, James Cagney. We would sit up and watch them.
Give him the Bela Lugosi.
Give him the Bela Lugosi, yeah. All that. And I'd be like, man, he said, yeah, I'm gonna hit you with that tonight. You do it. So, we started going, and he started gathering just a lot of stuff. We were just experiencing life, having fun. We had yachts, 180-foot yachts on the Mediterranean Sea with a crew of 24 people hanging around the Monaco, in Monte Carlo. We were Antibes, Cannes, St. Paul de Vence. We had a big old giant Lincoln Continental limo on those
Right.
small French streets.
Streets, yeah.
20 minutes to turn a corner.
And the
but,
way
you know,
the way Under the Cherry Moon was shot makes it just classic in itself. The whole, I know there's a story behind the whole black and white versus color, but the black and white to me just makes it that much more. It just gives a different whole nother level of class to it, in my opinion. And that's why I'm wearing black and white tonight, because we're in the spirit of that. With sometimes it snows in April. The question I have. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. I take a page out of your book. I grew up watching y'all, man. So you took a page out of your book. But a lot of people are wondering, and it's been rumblings amongst the Purple family, Purple community. Will there ever be a color version of Under the Cherry Moon? And have you seen it in full, in color?
Under the Cherry Moon was shot in color. It was transposed into black and white. It wasn't an easy process of doing it too, because there's a lot of lighting. You know, we were working with some of the best cinematographers and lighting directors ever. You know, Michael Bauhaus, bless his soul, and his sons Sebastian and Christian. They're big directors now. They Godfather, Goodfellas, a lot of that stuff. I know there has to be a color version sitting somewhere, and
Okay.
I have seen it. I have seen it in color, but
which way do you prefer, now that you have something to compare it to? Obviously, being in the movie, seeing it in both versions, which one would you say you prefer?
I'm a firm person about the creativity of what Piince has done. I wouldn't change any idea that he has. Black and white
Gotcha.
is the way to go.
Gotcha.
But it would be cool to see it. It wouldn't make it better for me, but
Right.
it would be cool to see it and see the audience, have the audience see it as well in color. But black and white it's like us turning Mona Lisa's smile upside down and telling Da Vinci, fuck you.
Yeah, true that. And I personally think that with it being in black and white, it made us focus more on your characters, what you were saying, the antics.
Right.
If we were to see it in color, we would be too busy being in awe of all the, look at this, look at the colors. Now, I appreciated the characters in the movie and how y'all portrayed yourself over the film. I don't know
Right.
that I want to see it in color. I've seen snippets and I've seen still photos. I still prefer the black and white. We're gonna kind of push through, but I have to ask this. Talk to me about the record store skit. That's one of the most popular parts of Under the Cherry Moon. How was that? How did that formulate? How did that come about?
Well, myself and Piince, we had taken a trip to Europe, and we were over there. It was myself and Wally and Gilbert, I believe, too. And we were just being introduced to Kristen Scott Thomas, the star, the female star of Under the Cherry Moon. We were out eating, and she had an English accent like Kenneth.
He on you, brother Kenneth.
And I was just really enjoying myself. Here I am sitting in Moulin Rouge and Maxime's having dinner. And I don't know how many thousands of dollars that this uneaten food was going to cost and that bottle of wine was going to cost. It didn't matter to me because it was going to be paid for.
Right.
And we're sitting there, and we had another guest with us as well. And we're eating and talking and getting to know each other. And she had this kind of persnickety way, not as a person, but just her tones. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
And I started imitating her. And we started going back. She said, "You're a ninny." I said, what's a ninny? and Piince just cracked up. I said, she said, you're not smart. I said, smarter than you. She said, before she got out of my mouth, said, what's a record store? What's a record store? Record store? Record store? Record store. What is he talking about? And Prince said, where would you buy a Sam Cooke album?
Album.
And we both leaned across the table and looked at her. She said, you're a ninny. You can buy a Sam Cooke album at a record store.
Yeah.
We just busted
That was
out.
it. That was it.
And that was it.
That was it. That was it.
A lot of stuff came from just our jovial place in life and creativity.
And like I say, I felt like that jumped off the screen and Under the Cherry Moon, and I still get enjoyment watching it now. Like it's the first time. Obviously, I can recite all the lines and know all the breaks and everything, but it just to me, it made me feel like that would be how it would be a day in the life hanging with Jerome and Prince. So I appreciate that over all of them. Honestly, that's my favorite. Regardless of what the critics may say, forget what the critics say. It's what the people say.
Well, the critics came back 30 years later and reevaluated.
Reevaluated it. Right.
So I mean, again, like you said, what you changed your mind?
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
well, this was a personal question of mine. We're speeding ahead. We kind of got to wrap this up in a few.
No problem.
But moving to the next film, this question was asked of Brother Jellybean as well. And again, he said, you need to have JB on the show. So again, now we have JB on the show. In Graffiti Bridge, the whole scene when Prince bust into, pandemonium and was approaching about doing the battle, and y'all had the whole back and forth scene, and y'all was saying "yount" and "yount." What is "yount"? What does that come from, and who came up with that?
Yount came from just being part of the household.
Okay.
When you didn't want to hear what somebody had to say, or they were just getting on your nerve, you would cut them off with "yount."
Now, okay.
And every time they keep trying to push it, and you "yount."
Okay.
It means you're out your head. You're not being listened to. You're wasting your time.
Gotcha.
Keep it moving. Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing, as we say this day. Yount. We want to touch on. We also share uniqueness in our athletic backgrounds, and have had a number of conversations about our fondness of football, even extending to the next generation with the success that your son had at Michigan State. Talk about maybe some competitive battles you had with Prince that is of note, and who won?
I won a real good one.
Okay.
I won a really good one. Here's the story. This was right around the time that we flew into London.
Okay.
And my check hadn't came in, and I was pissed. And Prince knew I was upset, but we had been out on the town. I was kind of teetering.
Yeah.
And he said, "Man, what's wrong with you? You've been kind of upset all night." I said, "I'm glad you asked." And we're in the limo, and we get back to the hotel, and we're walking through the lobby. I said, "Man, I ain't got my check, man. My car gonna be repoed, all that." He said, "Oh man, if I had your money, I'd be rich." I was like, "Really? You would be rich if you had my money?" I said, "I wish I had your money." He said, "But if I had your money, I'd be rich." I said, "Okay." We get on the elevator, and there's a momentum in the conversation. Get on the elevator. I said, "So let's switch places then. You have my bills and my finances, and I have your bills and your finances." He said, "Okay." I said, "So I'm the boss." Damn, we get into the floors thing, and there's going off. And it gets to my floor. He said, you can be the boss. I said, okay. So I'm the boss, right? He says, yes, you're the boss. I got your money, right? I'm holding the elevator, it's trying to close. He said, yep. I said, you got my bills. You got all my money, right? I let the door go. I said, Piince, you're fired.
Closed door.
And he said, ah!
Wow.
And
that's
the next morning, all of my worries were gone.
Gotcha.
Because he listened to me and he heard what I was saying.
Well, that goes into, I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and I want you to kind of talk about the first thing that comes to mind as we get to a close.
Okay.
What is something that you learned by being not only just a friend and working with him, working for him, that you still use in your day-to-day now as you continue to create as an artist? What is something that he taught or he gave you that you still use in your everyday life?
You create from inside, from your surroundings. Loyalty is huge. We were winning because of loyalty. I just believe that that he had a lot more in the tank before this time 4 years ago. There was conversations 5 years ago. There were conversations that were reminiscent of the creator's time back before Under the Cherry Moon that he had shared with me and my brother as well. That man's he is missed dearly. And we should not allow his legacy to be bastardized, abused, and let the people make the money that made him money that they're not paying now.
That's a word right there. That's a word.
Yeah. It's enough. There's enough for everybody.
Right.
Enough for everybody.
Right.
We as a family, Paisley Park deserves a great structure, and all of these people that are there, Wendy, Bobby Z, Matt Fink, Brown Mark, Tony M, Damon Dixon, Rosie Gaines, all those folks, Morris Hayes, Jesse Johnson, Andre Simone. There's no reason that place should just be sitting for people to walk through for $10.
Agreed.
And then you got the amazing business brains of Terry and Jimmy and their associations that
right
can
there,
make it, that can 5 times triple the money opposed to what's being hoarded and slipped away.
So. Right. Several of our brothers and sisters wanted to know, do you have any plans of writing a book? Because as interesting as this interview has been, I know I would look forward to if you came out with something that was more in depth and covered more, broader aspects of your career, your time, and I know a lot of people would be interested in that. So do you have any plans? Are you working on anything? And while you're talking about that, go ahead and make sure they know your platforms on how they can keep up with what Jerome has going on.
Well, I continuously create elements. I think I might be a little temperamental, but I get things going, and somebody will make a bad judgment towards me. And a bad judgment is not picking up the phone,
Right.
not being on time with something, and I'm over it. I'm cutting dry. My ADD ways work for me. I'm extremely creative, I have to say. Is it all good? Probably not, but to me it is.
It is, right.
And I've had success with my projects. I have a lot of stuff that right now, and some new friendships that have moved me forward with getting things out. Pay attention. I have a website and a .com. It's called IamJeromeBenton.com. Sign up and you'll get information. I got events that I'm looking forward to doing once this COVID runs its course and gets out the way this summer. I want to do a Under the Cherry Moon situation. It might be in Los Angeles, here at the Terranay, or it may be maybe at the restaurant in Copenhagen, or at the rest. Remember the opening scene of Under the Cherry Moon with the ladies walking through the restaurant?
Yeah.
Maybe there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So
be awesome.
I think I have a lot of juice left in the tank. I got a lot of projects. I got a writing partner that's been my friend for over 30 years. He was at my first audition for 227. His name is Zalunga Adele. He has a massive credential of Sanford Son, 227 Moesha, City Guys. He's done acting, but he's honed me in on writing and being creative. I have some band projects that I'm got in the tank, and they're really good. Again, I'm a no nonsense kind of guy when it comes to putting stuff together. And if I team up with you, I want to move forward. I don't want to be stagnant. And stagnation, most of the time, it's my idea. So I'm gonna keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Whether you gonna pedal or paddle.
Right on. I always say you either gonna keep up or you're gonna have to catch up, because I'm gonna keep it moving. Keep up and catch up is my way. And give them your. Go ahead.
And I don't want people to mistake it for that kind of attitude for being arrogant or stubborn. I just love moving forward. I like, you know, when Piince was around, I shoot an idea at him. Next thing I see, it's on film, or it's on a record, or it's in a video somewhere. The Raspberry Beret, the Kiss video, choreographing those. Again, giving me the whole platform to choreograph the time stuff. Some of the stuff from some of the tours that he did with his band. So he gave me a lot of confidence, and again, the platform to be me in his world.
Right. Run down to everybody your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram, so they can keep up with you with your social media. I know you gave the website. Give them your social media.
Well, you can get to all my social media through IamJeromeBenton.com.
On the website. Okay.
IamJeromeBenton.com. And
everybody got that? Be sure to go to his website. Be sure to go follow him on all his platforms. Let's support Brother Benton. He's done so much for our Purple community. It's an honor and a privilege to have him on tonight. And we need to make sure we follow this brother, keep up and support. And in that vein, we share a mutual friend who unfortunately passed away recently due to
Oh,
COVID.
yes.
I know I'm changing the speed, but we kind of got to push on through. Arlington Sarai, a mutual friend of ours, big supporter of Prince Day Houston, and pretty much everything I did with my family on a personal tip, business tip. He was my guy. And he was the first person I spoke to after the last Prince Day Houston Presents Another Lonely Christmas, that I should approach you. And here we are sitting here today. And I'd like to think that the spirit of Arlington is still amongst us. I worked with Heart and Star, my friend Terry Daniel out of Arizona, and we created these phenomenal lapel pins that several of the
Beautiful
viewers in the audience received. And yours is on the way, brother. You will have yours. And we raised money to in the name of Arlington. And because of the efforts, $1,000 will be donated to the Positive Black Male Association of Houston in the name of Arlington Sarai. That's something that he would have wanted to see young brothers coming up trying to get a leg up in life that may have some disadvantages. We're going to make a difference for them in the city of Houston through the Positive Black Male Association of Houston in the name of Brother Arlington Sarai. So we're going to pause for a minute and give Brother Sarai some credit to do, and then we'll get back to the music.
You know,
Yeah, once again, this show is being dedicated to Brother Sarai, and we didn't want to just dedicate the show and not do something by way of supporting a charity. Give it up, everyone, again for Brother Jerome Benton. You will be, seeing him on the Prince Day Houston platform, so we will be supporting him, and we look forward to the next encounter in person. It's always a pleasure to see you when I'm out and about. We're gonna make it a point to get together as things continue to get back to some normalcy. So everyone, give it up again for my brother Jerome Benton. Appreciate you being with us again tonight, bro. I know we went over
Thank
a little
you, Craig.
bit, but the conversation was so grand that I didn't want to cut it short. And I hope everybody is staying with us. We're gonna get back to the music now and get to the second set of the live music with Brother Martell, Lacey, Marvan Alexander, Crystal, and Candace, and the crew, H-Town's finest. Y'all tune in. Back to the
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Craig, my
Yes,
flight gets here at 7:30 a.m.
Let's do it. I got you.
Hey, y'all, we back. This is Martell, Lacey, and this is the new song is not released, so this is the first time I'm performing this song. It's called Over You.
I got the sort of glow. Searching for myself. Wanna do how I feel, how I feel lately. All I more time. I never get over you. Over you. I just wanna have you. No limit to round out. Don't the main attraction, babe. Even when the curtains close. Show me that you love me back. In fact, I know you got a heart of gold. Or I got a sort of glow. That's essential for my soul. Yeah. Over you.
That's Over You. I hope you like it. That's going to be the second one. Video coming out soon.
Yeah.
Now, back into the man himself, Mr. Piince. Y'all give it up for James and CB. Give it up for him.
I love it.
Now we're going to get into these mountains. Okay.
wanna lose your mind. But I say it's only mountains and the sea. Love will conquer if you just believe. Oh yeah. My band on the drums. And the girls play band. It's only mountains and the sea. I say mountains, mountains, the sea, the sea, the sea. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Damn, that was good, guys. Sorry, I had to come
we
in
just
and say
having a
that
good
was
time,
good,
y'all.
guys.
You want it?
I love you guys.
You want it?
It's cool.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. We're going to wait on you, SD. Yeah. So, again, you know, I hope you enjoyed the music. I hope you've enjoyed the show thus far. You know, we're doing the best that we can, and, you know, we just hope you feel the love. Just feel the love. Oh, really? Okay. Well, go ahead and talk, CB.
Les enfants qui montent ne vont pas perdre.
Yeah. When I lie awake in my boudoir, I think of you, dear. Do you think of me? Do you lie? Do you lie? When I'm in a sad and lonely mood, dear, I cry for you, dear. Do you cry for me? Do you cry? Do you cry? When I need someone to talk to, you're not around. When I need another human's touch, I wear a frown, 'cause you're down. Going down, going down, going down. I don't lie to you when I say that I'm in love, mama. I feel so good when you're near to me. Do you feel it? Oh, do you lie? Do you lie? When you cry from the inside out there, or are they only artificial tears? Tell me, do you mean it when you cry? When you cry? When you cry? You know, when I really need somebody to talk to, you're not around. You're not around. When I need another human's touch, I wear a frown, 'cause you won't take me. Going down, going down, going down. Going down, going down, going down. Going down, going down, going down. When I lie awake in my boudoir, I think of you, dear. Do you think of me? Do you lie? Do you lie? Do you lie? Well, not all the time. We gonna keep it honest. Not all the time. We gonna keep it cool, and we just gonna give it a big kiss. Don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn.
Yeah, man, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. We're on this side jamming, guys. Just to let you know. Just let you know, Craig, we're over here jamming, bro.
Okay. Oh, I hope y'all enjoying it. I really hope you're enjoying it. I gave my love, I gave my life, I gave my body and my eyes. We were inseparable, I guess I gave you all of my time. And now you plead insanity and you don't even know the score. Why can't you learn to play the game, baby? Don't you know that you need more? You need another lover, like you need another hole in your head. Baby, baby, you know there ain't no other that can do the duty in your bed. So baby, baby, we were lovers, brothers, thus fine, all for love. Now all of a sudden you try to fight it. You say you had enough. Even though we had fun, you want another someone. You'll have ever after, baby. Show, at the sun, I'm gonna be the one you don't understand. Face to face, baby, I tell you down on my knees. You need another lover, like you need another hole in your head. Baby, baby, you know there ain't no other that can do the duty in your bed. So low, so low. Sipping. You need another lover. You know there ain't no other. It's gonna be a riot if you don't clap your hands. If you don't make that funky stand. Everybody, you need another lover. Hole in your head. Ooh, hole in your head. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hole in your head. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the closing of our show. We only have one more song left. We have come to the end of the show where we just only have one more song. And I dedicate this song to anyone who's ever been close to someone who has transitioned. I dedicate this to you guys. We ready, y'all? Tracy died soon after a long fought civil war. Just after I wiped away his last year, I guess he's better off than he was before. A whole lot better off than the fools he left here. I used to cry for Tracy 'cause I want to see him again. Those kinds of cars don't pass you every day. I used to cry for Tracy 'cause I wanted to see him again. But sometimes life ain't always the way. Sometimes snows in April. Sometimes things they say. Springtime was always my favorite time of year. A time for lovers holding hands in the rain. Now springtime only reminds me of Tracy's tears. Always cry for love, never cry for pain. He used to say so strong, unafraid to die, unafraid of the death that left me hypnotized. Now staring at his picture, I no one could cry the way my Tracy cried. Oh, oh, sometimes it snows in April. Sometimes I feel so bad. Sometimes I wish that night and all good things. That's what they say. Oh, I often dream of heaven. I know my Tracy's there. I know that he has found another friend. Maybe he's found the answers
to all the April snow. Maybe one day, maybe one day, maybe one day I'll see my Tracy again. Sometimes it snows
In April,
Ooh, sometimes
sometimes
I feel
so bad.
Sometimes I
Sometimes I
wish
wish
the life was never,
ending.
never
All good things they say never last. All good things they say never last. All good things they say never last.
We hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for having us. We hope you enjoyed it. Back to you, Craig.
Yo, y'all give it up for Martell. Y'all give it up for Marvan. Y'all give it up for Candace and Crystal and the rest of the crew. H-Town's finest indeed. Much appreciate y'all, man. I love the live music showcase. Thanks again. We're going to cut real quick to live from Paisley Park. I got my roving reporter, Brother Alfonso Starr, the Bay Area's finest, and he's going to give us a quick rundown. Unmute your line first, bro. We're not going to be able to hear you. And give us a very quick rundown of what was going on in Minneapolis today. I see Paisley Park in the background. Talk to the people.
Man, Craig, man, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Hear you loud and clear.
Yes, sir. So today was, man, it was surreal. You know, we're all out here to honor our man Piince. Paisley Park has been open all day, and they'll be open until like 11 o'clock tonight. They're doing what they call a viewing, 15-minute rotation. You get to go in. I heard everything is set up real cool on the inside. I never had a chance to make it in. It was sold out, so I wasn't fortunate enough to go inside. But many Funketeers did, and from every person I talked to, you know, it's a somber moment, man. You know, they're there, but he's not. But he is, but only in spirit. So they just had the candlelight visual down the road there a little bit. The main thing about today, Craig, is that Minneapolis is in peace right now.
Right.
And if it wasn't in peace, it would just totally, you know, mess up the whole vibe of us honoring our man Piince. But thank God, Minneapolis is in peace right now. So, yeah. So as you can see, it's lit up in the background. I'm right out here outside the gate. They wouldn't let me in the gate, but it's okay. I'm out here anyway, representing my man. I can feel his spirit going through my veins right now, man. I mean, there's a part of me that just thinks I can like sing all of his octaves right now and do the splits because I feel him going through me right now, Craig. I feel his spirit going through me right now, man. Do you understand
feel it like that? Hey, I smell what you cooking, brother.
Okay. So, hey, tell Martell and the band, Nate absolutely annihilated it. They killed it, man.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Absolutely killed it. H-Town finest. They killed it, man.
They hit the whole parade album, the whole Under the Cherry Moon album. I could not be more pleased. Marvan, Martell, Candace,
yes,
Crystal,
yes,
Clady, the rest of the band. Awesome job. But we're gonna speed up things so we can get to our last DJ set, and let's let the people know about what we talk about when we mean hide the bone. Let's get a history behind hide the bone. Y'all see the bone, hide the bone.
So at my star party in Minneapolis in 2018, I had a hide the bone contest, and I had those bones hidden all over the poorhouse, and everybody that found a bone got to keep it. So then I decided to do something special, starting it off with you. I got one extra bone, and that bone is going to be handed from different Purple Funketeers all over the world. We're going to call it like hide the bone around the world in a day. and you're the first one to have it. I shipped it out there to you. You have it, and then I want you to pass it on to the next person in another country, and then on to the next person in another country until it makes it all the way back to the United States, okay? So we will keep you guys updated on who gets the bone next and when, all right? So Hide the Bone right now is in Copenhagen, Denmark, and then
Yes,
who
it
knows
is.
where it'll end up next, okay?
So the bone came from the Bay to H-Town.
Yes, sir.
To Copenhagen.
Yes,
And
sir.
then who knows where to go next, but you got to stay tuned
You gotta
to
stay
Purple
tuned.
Music TV, Purple Music
Yep.
TV.
Yep.
And this part of Purple Music Worldwide, around the world today, I'm so honored and thankful that my brother Alfonso Starr, my roving reporter in Chanhassen, Minnesota, checked in with us and let us see Paisley Park in the flesh. That's Paisley Park in the flesh. We're going to keep it moving, man, but let the people know what you got going on, how they can catch up with you.
Hey, man, so the last Sunday of every month, I got this thing I'm doing called Days of Wild. And Days of Wild happens the last Sunday of every month at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. It's on Zoom, and you have to register through Eventbrite. And it's a fun party. And every Sunday that I have that party, the last Sunday of every month, I have a special guest, either a singer, an artist, you name it. This Sunday coming up, I have your man, my man, Mr. Terry Daniel, as our artist extraordinaire. I have Mayor Denny speaking, and I also have Maya, my love. She's out of the UK, but she lives in Spain. She'll be singing, and I'm going to do a little DJing too. So it's like a variety show, and it happens the last Sunday of every month. So I hope you guys can hang out with me this Sunday coming up at 12 noon Pacific time.
And I heard you got this super amazing guy that does all your flyers and your graphics, man. Who is that dude?
I mean, that dude, his name, what's his name again? Oh yeah, CA, Mr. Craig Alexander. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
y'all, give it up again for Alfonso Starr, the Bay Area's finest. Be sure to check out his Days of Wild series. You'll see me posting it on Prince Day Houston, no doubt. That's my brother for real. Stay warm out there, bro. I know it's chilly. We're gonna
Craig.
keep the party. Yes, sir.
This ain't no virtual backdrop. This is real, man. That's Paisley Park back there. This
That
is not virtual.
Paisley Park in the flesh. Paisley
Right there.
Park is real. Y'all
Right
see
there.
it. Y'all see it over his shoulder. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Once again, bro, peace. Stay safe. Stay warm. Safe travels back to the Bay. We're gonna keep the music going and jump
Which
into this
DJ? Which
thing.
DJ's coming up next, man? Who you got next?
We got Def Jam Blaster, my U of H homeboy. Go cool. Def Jam Blaster, what you got for me, man? Let's keep the party moving, bro.
Blaster, get it going, man. Get it going.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
that. Or PayPal at PiinceHou@yahoo.com. Help support these local artists. Help support these
good evening.
Prince-related charities.
Whatever part of the world you're in.
What's up, brother people? Get up off your feet. Move your feet.
Yeah. We like to dance, right? Prince Day, Houston, all the way to your city. Let's go.
Y'all are getting bonus tracks right now by Jeff Black.
Never mind your hatred. Try a brand new style. Dance, dance magic. Listen to the rhythm of your soul. Got to dance, dance magic. Better love each other. It's almost time to go.
We've been seeing some of y'all irresistible, beautiful ladies.
All my partners ask me why I take so much abuse. Why am I so faithful, honey? Why are you so loose? Why am I the one who never gets to take you home? They don't know the things you do to me when we're alone. Go, irresistible bitch. I love the way you walk. Irresistible bitch. Ooh, way you talk. Irresistible bitch. I love the way you kiss. Irresistible. Oh girl, I wish I could see. Every Friday night I call your butt up on the phone. A deeper voice answers and it says you're not at home. I bet you think that I'm a fool who goes for any line. Well, honey, put down all your money, 'cause you win every time. Go, irresistible bitch. I love the way you walk.
Hey, that's Jeff Black if you're looking for him right there.
Irresistible bitch. I love the way you kiss.
CA, what up, homie?
Irresistible. Oh God, I wish I could resist.
Come on, baby, hurt me.
For y'all who didn't know, Jeff Jam Black represents UMH Piince. He's a proud member of KA5, proud member of Q55, 93 style. You know what I'm saying? Go cool. Everybody still digging the theme. Please take a minute and donate if you can. The Cash App is $PiinceHou, PayPal, Prince Day, HOU@yahoo.com. You can see it on the screen. Support local artists, support these Prince-related and other charities. We need you. Oh yeah.
There it is. Lay it on the line. What you want? What you need?
Let's see with me now.
What's it gonna be now? Is it love or is it money? Tell me what's your name? What's your claim to fame? You see, I don't like silly games. Is it love or is it money? Tell me what's on your mind. Are we just making time? Will our spirits rise? Is it love or is it money?
Hey, yeah, shout out to my frat brother, the original Atomic Dog, George Clinton, for putting in work on this track. Root to the Q,
The original Funketeer right there.
the original Funketeer.
Probably say that I was alive, so I won't waste your time. I'm scared, though we just met. There's this energy between us. Let's just go somewhere we can fuck. I could say I'm sorry all my life. That wouldn't be true. I only say to do the things that I do, 'cause I love you. I'm scared, though we just met. I want you so bad, baby. Don't you wanna come with me? We can
My brother Peter V played Tricky earlier. Shout out to Peter V in the house still. So I got the back door with some chlorine, bacon skin.
What you looking for, nigga?
I love it.
Oh, hold it, stop. Motherfucker didn't even have the headphones on. This song is cold. This song is cold. Bacon skin. Hitman. It's dedicated to my first wife. The name is oh Lord, Chlorine. She just fat. Too nasty. Said now, big jump, you big skin. Just fat. You know where it's at. I wish you was thin. Green, big skin. Raj, you can fuck with that, fuck with that, fuck with that.
Yeah. I really like this was one of my favorite songs on the special edition.
Hey, Blaster got that whole park talking vibe.
Yeah.
Fresh
It takes you back to that era right there.
You gotta do the Carlton dance off of that, man. Yeah, that's good.
Something like that. Yeah,
Something like that, yeah.
What's the matter with you? Ain't you got nothing better to do than to dance keep singing. Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. There's more to life than spitting when you talk. Say, yeah, you know. What's the matter with you? Smell like diesel fuel. Whoever told you it was cool to drink Perrier? Perrier. Even a blind man knows flat looks better in snow. We're all grossed out 'cause you spit when you talk. Saying, yeah, you know. Keep singing, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. It's more to life than spitting when you talk. Saying, yeah, you know.
Special request, yeah, you know we had to do it.
Appreciate you, brother. Always, every time.
Yeah, yeah. Always hit with the classics. One of the all-time classic B-sides right here.
That's it, that's it.
Extended version.
Like giving up. Whenever my sunshine turns to rain. Whenever my hopes and dreams are aimed in the wrong direction, she's always there, telling me how much she cares. She's always
Y'all getting bonus tracks from Jeff Jam Blaster right now. We in the bonus round.
my hair. Whenever I feel like not too great at all.
I see you, Roger. Shout out to Roger Ramirez, R&R Studios. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel and check out all the other platforms, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. That's R&R Studios. My man Roger Ramirez always holds it down. Appreciate you, brother.
Telling me just how much she really cares. She cares. She's always in my hair. She's always in my hair.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jerome, what the JP, you digging it?
That's right.
I see Jill is still on. JP, you got the senior pass and Jill down, baby.
There's a gentle autumn breeze that blows and we be lying in my bed. The moon appears and disappears. You look at me, my clothes I quickly shed. The curtains close and then you wet. All in place and music in there. Come on, hold my hand. Leaves are falling, flowers catch. Only you and I can only you can understand. Sunlight draws a picture through the silky lace that hangs above your door. A picture that is waving that seems to be with every thrust you make me beg for more. squeeze of the dust. I want you madly. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Can't you tell? Can't you tell?
The lights go out, the smell of doom is creeping into your lonely room. The bed's on fire, your fate is sealed, and you're so tired. And the reason is Camille. The girl must be a witch. She got your mind, body, and soul hitched. Never wears a stitch. Billy Jack bitch. Billy Jack, Billy Jack bitch. Just like the ones that you call me. What if I filled your eyes with tears? So many that you cannot see. Billy Jack bitch. Never really cry. Billy Jack bitch. Billy Jack bitch. Never really try. Billy Jack bitch. Billy Jack bitch. Never wonder why. Billy Jack bitch. Billy Jack bitch. Billy Jack bitch.
Girls of steel, like way my body feels. They don't know put the hands on, but it gets them gone. Think about the way things might have been in another life.
We had to do it, man.
Right there. And I don't mean one, but the two of you every night. Lord knows I do my best. I mean it be a test. Baby in the middle, baby in the middle. Take it on request. Love to the left of me, love to the right. Come make a noise, somebody. Party tonight. Oh, yeah. Love to the left of me, love to the right. Come make a noise, somebody. Party tonight. Oh, yeah. The girls of soul like the way my booty goes.
Hey, that's my cut right there, Black.
Come on, pretty baby, give me a chance.
You know I know it.
Good. I make it real good. I do ya, I do ya, I do ya like you wanna should. Lord knows I do my best. I mean it be a test. Baby in the middle, baby in the middle. Take it on request. Love to the left of me, love to the right. Come make a noise, somebody. Party tonight. Oh, yeah. Love to the left of me, love to the right. Come make a noise, somebody. Party tonight. Oh, yeah. I can't help it, baby. It really gets me going. Think about the three of us going on. The notion of the ocean. Best. I mean it be a test. Baby in the middle, baby in the middle. Taking all requests. Can't help it, baby. It really gets me going. Think about the three of us going on. The notion of the ocean sailing under me is enough to make a man want to marry. And I don't mean one but the two of use naturally. Come on, make a noise, pretty baby, let's party tonight.
Hey, and the hit just keeps coming.
The Blaster? That's
Blaster?
amazing.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
You see how we did that? You see how we did that?
We need a little help out there, world. From H-Town to your town. Can you do it? Couple of the affiliates, right? Show how far
Always
these
got
roots go.
always got to show the affiliates some love.
Right, we gotta show how far the roots go. I wish we could get Jerome back on the screen. Show us how they used to do this one.
Attention, everybody. I'm gonna show you a brand new dance. It's called the walk, the walk. Just let your body talk till you're deep in a trance. You don't need no partner. You can walk all alone.
Jerome is still in the mix. He's just not on the Zoom, but he's aware. He's tuning in. He's just not on the Zoom, but I know he's feeling the spirit. The spirit was alive, so I know he's feeling the strong spirit. I'm so convinced that you are the dope DJ in Houston, that you will find a way to get Adonis and Bathsheba in on me.
Let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
If we want it to be a party for real, right? We gotta invite the party, man.
Oh, hail the new king in town. Young and old, gather round. Yeah. Black and white, red and green. The funkiest man you've ever seen. Party man, rock a party like nobody can. Rules and regulations, no place in this nation. Party man, party people
Yeah.
say now.
CA. Hey, man.
Dude, what it do, people?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, if y'all like what you saw, and dug what you heard, you see the Cash App and the PayPal right at the bottom of the screen. I'm still, as you see, coming to you live from Copenhagen. We be shaking. And I'm still hiding the bone. Be sure to support the local artists. Be sure to support R&R Studios and these charities that we set out to support in the name of Piince. Again, tonight's program was brought to you by RNS Global, Reliable Networking Solutions, the ultimate business professional team, RNS Global. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. But again, those who have donated, we appreciate you. Those who have not, we wish you would. And that way we can keep these productions alive, keep honoring Piince, the legacy of Piince. And as I mentioned before, the lapel pins that were created by Heart and Star, my man Terry Daniel, in honor of my brother Arlington Sarai, will benefit the initiative with Positive Black Male Association of Houston. The Positive Black Male Association of Houston. The pins sold out online, 100 of them, in less than 2 hours. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring 100 more available online in the coming days, maybe the coming week. So for those who did not get a chance to get one, can do so, and we'll just up the stakes on our charitable efforts, you right? So it's been an honor and a pleasure hosting with you guys, being a part of this with you guys, from Copenhagen to H-Town to Yo Town. You may have been paying attention to my art director, Miss Maya Monty Watson, doing her thing in the background. She's still putting in work on the live art. Got a shout out to my sister Maya. She's a phenomenal artist, and you should follow her on Instagram at Arts Driven, ARTS Driven. Maya Amani Watson, my resident art director. She's phenomenal. Hey sis, none of this would have been possible without the support of my team, which is not limited to, but includes my lovely wife, Ms. Crystal Alexander, my sister Pam Dickey, and her husband, my brother Doug Dickey. They put in countless work and was representing in my absence at band rehearsals, tracking down information, listening to me complain. Couldn't have done this without Crystal, Pam, and Doug. Love you guys. My sister Melanie Bullock of MB Craft Cocktails provided us with some options. Some of you may have participated with the Record Store cocktail and the Under the Cherry Moon cocktail. Be sure to follow Melanie on Instagram at MB Craft Cocktails. That's MB Craft Cocktails, Melanie Bullock on Instagram. Back to Peter V, back to Martell, back to Marvan, back to Crystal, back to Candace, back to Clady and the band, back to Def Jam Blaster, back to Roger Ramirez at R&R Studios, back to Jerome Benton in the house. And all of you tuning in from all over the world, much appreciated, much love. We know what April 21st means. We want to recognize it in proper fashion and also show major love to my brother, Arlington Sarai. May he rest forever in power. So until next time, Purple Music Television is signing off. June 7th, be on the lookout for Piince Day Houston Presents Interactive. Until then, I wish you peace and love for one another. Shout out to the Qs, Omega Psi Phi, Omega Theta, University of Houston, Rue.
nothing.